Here we go. Cool. So yeah, we stopped in the middle of 2-7, which was a hard one. So for those who did not see the I need to update my stream title. So for those who did not see the start of this, I will explain. Basically, the way the game works is that you get a series of puzzles like this, and you have to draw a line, and the line that you draw must satisfy certain conditions. And the conditions are represented by the 3 dots at the bottom. So for example, if I draw this line, I get the second dot. Because you fulfill the second dot if you draw any line that ends in a square. If I draw a line... Never mind, that's not quite it, apparently. This is why the game is tricky. You have to figure out what satisfies the conditions. So here, it seems like if... Why the hell is that? If I draw a line that starts in a star, I fulfill the first dot. If I draw a line that doesn't start in the star, I do not get the first dot. So we must draw a line that starts in a star, apparently. And then if the line ends in a circle, we got the second dot. And if it ends in a square, we get the second dot. So we start in a square and end in a circle. Boom, we got the first and second dots. Start in a star, end in a square, we get the first and second dots. Because the first dot means start in a star, and the second dot means end in either a square or a circle. And you have to figure out what these rules are by basically doing trial and error on it. Yeah, the rule is if you know the answer, please no hints. But if you do not know the answer and you are following along, then feel free to speculate. And the third dot, I don't know what causes it. So starting in this star and ending in this square was bad, but if you start in the star and end in this circle, it's good. So it looks like you need to travel at least 3 squares, maybe? It could be that simple. If we only travel 2, then we don't get it. But if we travel 3, we get it. But where this gets difficult... Yeah, exactly. Could have to be 4 long. We had that in one of the previous puzzles. The line had to be a specific length. I don't know if they would reuse it. They might, because it's not the main gimmick here. So, like here, this one was start in a star. Starting in a star gives you the first dot. Ending in a square gives you the second dot. And then this covers exactly 4 tiles. This covers exactly 4. This covers more than 4, so it's bad. 4, yeah, that could be it. It could just have to be 4 squares total. And it doesn't matter if you go through any extra shapes, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that seems like a decent rule. What was this one? Starting in a down arrow is bad. Starting in a right arrow and ending in an up arrow. That's 4. That's more than 4. That's 4. That's 4. It's more than 4. Okay. So what we have to figure out basically though is we don't know the rule that tells us which shape is the one we want to start in and which one is the one we want to end in, because it was different on every grid. So in this one, you want to start in the star and end in a square. Same on this one, actually. Interesting. This one wants you're actually ending in a square on all of these, but remember this one also let you end in a circle. So in a previous puzzle, the rule was that you had to start, you had to draw a line that goes through all of the shapes if it was the shape that had the most of it on the board. So like, in that previous puzzle, you would have had to identify on each grid which one has the most and go through them. But in this case, I don't know if it's that. So here you're starting in a circle, ending in a square. Here you're starting on a star and ending in a square. Star is the only one you can start in. And square is the only one you can... Oh no, you can end in a... You can end in a circle or a square, actually. Oh no, you can't, I see. No, it's the second dot. You have to end in a square. But on this one, you start in the star, but you can end in either the circle or the square. It doesn't care which. And then on this one, it's back to you have to end in the up arrow. So we have to figure out what the rule is that dictates that, basically. So, could just be a coincidence, but for many of them, ending in a square is okay. Oh, could it just be... Could it just be that you end in the one that has the least again? So you start in the one with the most, you end in the one with the least? Circles are the most, squares are the least. Stars are the most, but look, squares aren't the least here. It could just be that you start in the one with the most and you end in the one with the second most, which here puts it at the lowest, but here it doesn't. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Stars have the most and they're tied for second most, circles and squares, so it's either one is good. And then here, no, this is not, well, the one with the most is the down arrow, but that's not the one you start in. Could it just be that you start in the shape that has 3 of them and end in the shape that has 2 of them? And then everything else is irrelevant? Yeah, that could be it. Start with the shape that has 3, end in the one that has 2. Easy. So there's 3 stars. Oh no, there's 4 stars, so it's not star. There's 5 circles, so it's not that. There are 3 squares, and there are 2 of these. So start in a square, end in this, take up 4 squares total. Got it. Okay. I stopped on that one last night because I was tired and I was just not able to think of it at all, but clearly I just needed the sleep and the refresh because it was actually pretty easy. Well, you're supposed to get the final screen on the first try, right? You're supposed to trial and error the early levels, but by the end you should know it. Otherwise you're just guessing. So the first thing on every level gives you an outline because it just kind of tells you what to do. So here it was telling me to draw a line that... So, okay. Oh. Oh boy, what is this rule? Okay, so to get the second dot, we seem to need to touch a shape. Because if we draw a line that starts here and ends here, we don't get the second dot, but we do get the first one. If we start on either shape and go to the other one, we don't get the second dot, because the second dot needs you to end on a not shape, basically. Actually, it doesn't. You can get the second dot if you start and end on the same shape, so what the hell? This one will give us more room to figure out what the rule is, though. So touch one type of shape only. Could be. So the second one is for touching one type of shape, but only one. Possibly, yes. Sure. I don't know what the first dot is for. We seem to just get it no matter what we do. But we'll figure it out more on the second one. So if we draw a line that just does a single shape, it doesn't work. So what's different here is there's two of each shape. So what if we get both circles? That's good. Both squares is good. And one of each is going to be bad again, right? So when we do one of each, no matter how we do it, we only get the first dot, but not the second. So the second dot could be touch all of one shape on the board, but nothing else. And we don't... So as soon as you touch two kinds of shape, you lose the first dot. It's probably going to be more harder than that, though, because we're pretty far into World 2. So here, let's touch all of the circles is good. But all of the squares and triangles isn't. It could be that the shape you have to touch all of is the one with the most on the board. So in this case, they were all tied, so it worked out. But now it has to be this one. And if you touch a second type of shape, oh, you get nothing now. What did we say? We said you lose the first dot if you touch the wrong kind of shape, but what was the second dot for? The second dot was for touching all of one shape, is what we thought. And the first dot is lost when you touch two kinds of shapes. But look, even if we don't touch a circle here, we still don't have the first dot, so... Huh. So it's going to be more complicated than that. Triangle on its own gives us the first dot. But nothing else on its own does. But triangle is not the thing that we want to touch. We want to touch all the circles. So this one is very confusing. Oh my god. You can see all the levels in advance. So we have one more grid to play around on to figure out what the rule is, and then we have to execute it here. And on the final level, you don't have the dots anymore, so you can't use trial and error. You have to know what it is. So all the stars, no. All the circles, no. All the squares, no. All the triangles, no. And this is why it gets hard. So I'm assuming there are good shapes and bad shapes. So on this board, the good shapes was just squares. On this board, the good shapes was just circles. But here, there's probably two shapes that we need to get all of. And it's stars and triangles. Okay. Stars and triangles is good. So is circles and squares. Not circles and triangles, not squares and triangles. So all of the stars and all the triangles is good. All of the circles and all of the squares is good. But what was up with... All of the circles is good. All of the squares gets you the first dot. All of the triangles gets you the first dot. What did we say? The second dot was lost when you touched... The second dot is lost if you touch a shape other than the one that you're building. That loses both dots, though. Triangle on its own gets you a dot. Square on its own doesn't. This one's gonna be tricky. Okay, I need to solidify these rules. That's the first step. So from the first one doesn't really tell us much. Getting both squares gives you both dots. Doesn't matter what path you do, it still works. But as soon as you touch a circle, you lose both dots. And if you're going for both circles, you lose it if you touch a square. Single circle gives you nothing, single square gives you nothing. Wasn't there a way to just get one dot only? How did we do that? Oh, if we ended on a bad shape, we got one dot. But I don't think we can do that. If we end on the bad shape, no. Circle, circle is 2 dots. Circle, circle, square is no dots. Circle, circle, square, square is 1 dot. Could it be that the rule for the first dot is... it's based on the number of things. So like if we have 2 circles, you need 2 squares. If you touch 2 shapes, you need the same amount of both. Something like that. Or it could be you need to have highlighted an even number overall. No, because you can get them both by touching just 1 here. And this one's also an odd number. Could you do anything else here? No. Yes. All the circles is good, but so is this. This board has 2 shapes on it. Hitting half of them is good, but hitting all of them is bad. You need to hit half the shapes on the board. So 1 is good here, 2 is bad. 2 is... No, but wait. Yeah, wait. Can the second dot be for hitting half the shapes? Maybe that's it. So there's 6 on the board. Yes, 3 of them gets you the second dot, 3 of them gets you the second dot, 3 of them gets you the second dot, 4 of them doesn't. So you need to hit half the shapes on the board. And then what's the first rule? Maybe you only want 2 kinds of shapes, basically. So yeah, have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's why these work, because this is 5 and this is 5. Nothing else makes that. You want to hit half the shapes on the board, but you only want to touch a certain amount of types of shape. So we said it was the second dot that comes from touching half on the board, right? Yes. So what gives you the first dot? We get the first dot automatically here, somehow, even if we don't touch a shape. And that applies on every board. But as soon as you touch a shape, you can lose it. I mean, we're almost there. I might even be able to just get it based on this, but I wouldn't feel like I really understood it, so... Half the shapes is good. Touching circles is good. Square and triangle is good. But if you try to get half the shapes... Maybe it's once you've touched a shape, you need to touch all of them? Zendo? Board game, I haven't heard of it. What's that? Let me check. Zendo meditation. Zendo board game. A game of inductive logic in which one player, the master, creates a rule that the rest of the players as students try to figure out by building and studying configurations of the game pieces. Interesting. First student to correctly guess the rule wins. That makes sense. I see the connection. I mean, it's basically like this. So it seems like the rule could be once you've touched a shape, you must touch all of them. I feel like it could be more than that, but that's an okay theory for now. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 25, 26, 27, 28. You need to touch 14. Great. How do you make 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This adds up to 14. And it's correct. I think that's probably the rule. Once you touch a shape, you have to touch all of them. It's kind of a boring rule, but it forces you to, like, you know, actually add up how to do the thing instead of just being able to use any shapes you want. Did we get them all now? Here. Have I still missed one? I thought I filled them all in. No, this one's not done. Okay. None or all of each shape, use half the shapes. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, 2, 9, and then 2, 10 is over here in a corner. Hmm. 4 dots this time. So you get them all if you make the this little path. So if I make a line that goes through nothing, I get both of the last dots. Okay, to get the last dot, you have to go through at least 2 squares. Oh my god, it hates triangles. Circle on its own gives you 3 dots. Triangle on its own gives you nothing. So far, you get the last dot as long as you traverse more than 1 square. Which is kind of a boring rule, but I could imagine some circumstance where they needed to put that in so that you couldn't do some bullshit answer that, like, ruins the whole thing. So it could just be the last dot is, like, you must travel at least 1 square. So circles are very good here. Triangles are bad. Nothing with the triangle in it is okay. Ending on a circle gives you the second dot. Starting on a circle gives you the first dot. Yeah. First dot is from starting on a circle for now. Second dot is for ending on a circle. And the last dot is for traveling just 2. As soon as you travel, no, 3 lets you get it as well, but 4 does not. What if you go all the way around? No, you don't get it. And so the third dot is just for not touching triangle, I guess. Start on the good shape, end on the bad shape. Start on the good shape, end on the good shape. Do not touch the bad shape and travel either 2 or 3, but that's it. So if I travel this many, I will not get dot number 4. Okay. I wasn't confident in that one. So starting on a circle is good. Ending on the circle is good. Do not touch triangle. That's bad. It's very similar. Start on the circle, end on the circle, do not touch triangle. The only thing is the 4th dot. The 4th dot went away when we took a... It might depend on... I mean, what's changed here? It's just those 2 shapes change places. So doing it in 2 is good. Doing it in 4 is bad. Can't go a perfect square number of spaces. Yeah, 1, 4, 9. It's possible. You never know what the rule could be. I think that's going to be the crux of this one, though, figuring out that 4th dot, I guess. This one has a total of 5. And it's good. So, circle is the good shape again. Triangle is the bad shape. You want to never go through... So getting all the circles is good, still. But it's not really about getting all the circles. It's about the path somehow, I think. And then it's... Oh, okay. Yeah, so as soon as you go through a triangle, you lose dot 3. You just cannot go through dot 3. I mean, you cannot go through triangle. And you start in a circle, end in a circle is good. But something about the path length. So on this one, 1 was bad, 2 was good, 3 was good, 4 was bad, 5 is good again, 6 is not good. So on this one, the numbers that were okay were 2, 3, 5. Or 2, 3, yeah, 2, 3, 5. But not 1, 4, 6. So, hold on, wait. 2, 3, 5, good, not 1, 4, 6 for the first puzzle. It ruins your theory, but we can figure it out. On this one, 1 is bad, 2 is good, 3 is good, 4 is bad, 5 is good. Prime numbers? Yeah. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by 1 and itself, right? So 2 is a prime number, 3 is prime, 5 is prime. That makes sense, yeah. So here, 1 is bad, 2 is good, 3 is good, 4 is bad, 5 is good, 6 is not good, 7 is good, but not 8, not 9, not 10. Is 11 good? Yes, 11 is good. Okay, cool. We got this. But which shape is the good shape could change. Probably won't, though. It's just circles and triangles. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7's good. If someone hasn't figured out the prime number thing, they'll probably be very confused here, but if they have, it's pretty easy. So like 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, suddenly not good. Yeah, we got it. Good job, Guggy. Start in a circle, end in a circle, be a prime number. Easy. Start in a circle, end in a circle, be a prime number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good. Wow, they're really putting you through this. Like, man, I know the rule. Can we just move on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No. 24, 25, 26, 27. Sounds good to me. 27. Oh, that's 999. Okay, wait. So if this was 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 24, wait, 23, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's prime. Yeah, okay. And it's the final one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it can't be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. It's not 26, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 is totally prime. Yes. Well, I had Guggy's help, but I think I would have gotten it anyway because I was already counting out which numbers were good and which ones were bad, so. Oops, I've left something unsolved apparently. Yeah, the first one. It's not a super intuitive rule. Yeah, it's kind of, because unless you know it's prime numbers, it just seems arbitrary. Like, the game would never have a rule that's like the line must be 2, 3, 7, or 10. Like, that would be a really weird rule. But the fact that there's a system to it makes it make sense. $2.10. This is the last one, I guess. They all go up to 10, so could be a hard one. All right. Starting in a circle gives me the second dot. No, you get the second dot. You kind of get the second dot no matter what. There's nothing you can do to lose that second dot. All right, well then let's solve it. Can you go backwards? Yep. Can you... Oh, okay. You lose the second dot somehow. Doing a single tile keeps you the second dot. Second dot is good. I don't know what loses you the second dot, but the only way to lose it is by going through 2 shapes. Going through 2 shapes loses you the second dot unless you do the perfect path. So I don't know if the rule is like, if you touch a second shape, you must go through every square. That would be kind of weird. And the first dot seems to be gotten by connecting the circle to the square. Connect the circle to the square gives you the first dot, and the second dot is lost by touching both shapes unless you make the perfect path somehow. So, oh, okay. 2 of the same shape. As long as you include both of them, you get the second dot. So the second dot so far has been for connecting, for having both shapes in your line. Okay, it's not... You can lose the second dot though. But you only lose it when you touch a second shape. At which point you have to have the perfect line or you're in trouble. So we filled in 6 squares here. We filled in 6 squares here. Touch both shapes while filling 6 squares? Unlikely. It worked here. Doesn't seem to matter what the shapes are. You can do it both ways. So you get the first dot by connecting both shapes. Oh, we said use up 5 could be for the second dot. What if you... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6. Okay. The second dot gets lost once you've touched the shape unless you touch it properly. Going straight to it is bad, but anything else works. Even if you don't end in it, it works. It could just be that you lose the second one if you make a line between 2 shapes that is completely straight. No, doesn't work here either, though. So it's more than that, apparently. It could be that the line between the 2 shapes needs 1, 2, 3, 4 bumps. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. This is only 3. It needs at least 3 bumps, maybe, is the rule. 1, 2, 3 turns. 1, 2, 3 turns. Could be it. I am suddenly not sure about that. You're connecting one shape to another, but going through the triangle could count as your turns. I think that would be a weird rule, but I could almost see it maybe being a thing. You need at least 3 angles in your line, and the triangle has 3 angles. Would be kind of a weird one, but maybe. No, it doesn't work here. You want to connect the circle to the square. Triangle is bad. This is only 2... No, it's 2 turns. Was 2 turns good? Yeah. 2 bumps was good here. Not good here. Still not good. Thought maybe you could use the triangle, but apparently not. Oh, this got it, but it lost the the second dot is the one about the weird rule about the line. The first dot is just gotten for... Wait. Didn't I got it, but I... Oh no, I went through the triangle to get it. How many turns should I make? No. So far our working theory, the first dot was the one that you got for connecting the shapes. As soon as you... Okay, not even connect, you can go right through them. The first dot was for connecting the shapes, and the second dot is for drawing your line, following some sort of rule. So, but in this case, we don't get the first dot for connecting the shapes unless we connect all 3. So, for some, yeah, if you want to test your answer, you can always whisper Calumet. It's not nice of you to show off that you're smarter than me. Okay. For whatever reason, we need to connect all 3 shapes this time. It's not enough to just have 2 of them. We need to connect all of them. And how many turns do we need? That I don't know now. Probably isn't about the number of turns. As long as the line doesn't ever touch a shape, we get the second dot. But as soon as you... Touching one shape is okay. As soon as you touch a second shape, though, I've lost it. So this is the final. And this is our other prototype level. You want to connect all of the good shapes, which here there's just 1 of them, here there's 2 of them, here there's still just 2 of them. You get the dot by connecting the good shapes, and you get the second one for your line being proper. The only time the line has to be proper, though, is once it's crossed a shape. If you draw a line that doesn't touch any shapes, it's always good, but as soon as you touch a shape, you have to be on your best behavior after that. Now, I don't know if this triangle just happens to be in the way or if you need it, but there's no way to know that. I mean, you have to go through the triangle here to get the answer, but how do I make the correct shape with my line? Oh, is it? How can you tell? Oh, it is actually. Are you hearing sound effects? Yeah, I just went on to that, I guess. Let's go back to the playlist. God, am I supposed to know how to draw the freaking line? It's good here. It's good like this. Could it be about the angle you use to enter things? I was gonna say you have to come to a circle from the left or the right, but you don't have to. Because this is also... Oh no, there was another way to make it good, I think. Other than going through every square. Or am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. You just have to go through every square here. Can you do it both ways? No. Thought I did another way, but I'm probably imagining it. Too many turns. It's not just about the number between them again. 6 total, 6 total, 6 total. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 6 total. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But going through the triangle subtracts 5 of them. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 individually for each shape connector. Got it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Oh, but we're probably... Oh, and the rule is there has to be 6 between each shape you touch. So if you don't touch any shapes, you fulfill it. And if you touch just one shape, you also fulfill it. Do you have to go through... I don't think it matters what the shapes are. You just have to go through them in both of these cases. But you seem to have to go through every shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was like, can you really do this? But no, you can't. Okay. This is just going to be a genuinely hard puzzle, though. Even once you know the rule, this is like a normal puzzle game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2... No, let's get that circle last, maybe. Or, not last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't work, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, 6 works. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Where do I go from here? 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, I keep forgetting to count the starter shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's bad for the square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you can't do this because then you're in trouble at the... Oh, no, wait, you could. You don't have to fill in everything. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. No, this is bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2... No. Should I have not started here? This is just a normal puzzle at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should I just start somewhere else? What if I maybe start here? This looks like a tougher spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is also getting weird now. I start on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I wanted to like go through like that, but I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This looks good, but I don't know if it really leaves me any path. Because then if I wanted to do like the bottom ones, I couldn't go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. It is a good game. I've really been enjoying it. Go for the triangle pointing down. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh, let's go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to use every square though. Clearly. Because if we wanted to do 6 again, we'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is funny though. This is like the first level that's like a normal puzzle. That even when you understand the rules, it's still really hard to figure out how to actually do it. I mean, the tricky spots are these two that are next to each other either way. Probably you have to loop around with like one of them as the starting spot and one of them as the ending spot or something like that, you know? So the question is, do we want to start and end here or do we want to start and end here? I mean, this whole area is tough because it's so dense, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 that are next to each other, you can never get in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't get these. Oh, wait, no, you can. Maybe that's it then. That's a good way to get that corner. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 1. No, because if you do this, then you can't go down here, really. All right. Good night, Furby. Thanks for being here, and thanks for making a really good Wordle variant. And don't look at any of the Discord messages where I submitted a Squirtle result where I had only one guess remaining and said, actually, screw you, Furby, for that. No, it's a very good variant. I mean, I don't even play normal Wordle anymore. I'm like too cool for that. But I play Squirtle. Now I play Fibble and also Semantle and Quirtle. Let's see. You solved it? I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna get it. It's not like... I even don't like Dordle anymore either. Like, I actually think Quirtle is the best. It's just more fun when your starter word gives you somewhere that you can continue from. It feels more... I feel like I just have more agency, basically. It's not even about the difficulty. It's just like... Sometimes when you start Dordle with a bad word, it just feels like, oh, okay, I had a bad word. I have nowhere to go from here. Whereas in Quirtle, at least, usually you'll get some sort of good hit that like gives you a direction to go in. And it's also just more fun to fill in an answer when you already have partial information on it, because it's like, ooh, can I get this in one guess using just the side information I got from the other things. I like that aspect of it, which is why I like Setacordal as well, but Setacordal's a bit too long. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure I can get this. It's just gonna take a little bit of trial and error. This is the toughest spot, this whole dense area. So let's do this part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't connect these two. You can't connect those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can connect these two and also these two. So I would love to do that if I could. I don't know if I can though. You can't really make this connection because if you make this connection, you're screwed down here. So I think that actually gives me a big hint, because if I can't connect this to this, this is 5, can't do it. If I can't connect this to this, and I can't connect it to this, then it has to be to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you also don't want to do it in a way where you leave one little square here, because you have to fill in every square. So this is the key. As long as I just figure this out, I should have it. This one has to connect to something. So is it guaranteed if something is 3 squares away from you, you can't connect to it, right? Because if you're moving 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. You can connect to something that is next to you, 1 square away, and you connect to something that's 3 squares away, but you can't connect to it if it's 2 squares away. Anyway, so, okay, let me just focus here. I can't connect these two, cannot connect these two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You actually can. You can connect them like that, but that leaves you in trouble down there. So there is no way to connect this triangle to this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with an empty spot. No way to do it. There's no way to connect these two, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. The star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could do that to connect to the star, but then you run into trouble down here, basically, right? Yeah, 100%. So you can't connect to the star that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This leaves you with the same trouble. You can't do these anymore. The next time we reach a gray level, maybe the twist is going to be that you can make more than one line. Like you draw one and then you start a second one and it just lets you. Keep an eye out for that. So I don't think you can connect this to the star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't work like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doesn't work there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 still doesn't work. There's just no way to connect to the star from here. So this one has to connect to this one, and it has to be the starting point? That doesn't make sense either, though. Oh, but you know what? It does make... Here's the thing. If you have to fill in every tile, which... Okay, wait, do you? Because if you have to fill in every tile, then obviously the ones in the corner here are going to have to be done connecting these two, because they can't be done connecting anything else. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but that doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from here you can keep going. Also, do you have to connect every tile? I'm pretty sure you do. You have to connect every shape. I don't think there's anything that would ever have told me, like, actually, there's only 3 good shapes on each board. No, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. I was thinking if I could just connect this, then I could kind of go around and like do that, but that's not it. But unless I'm completely wrong, the only way to connect these two has to be this. Anything else locks you into bad things. So from here, and then from here you have to go down, otherwise you could never get that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't reach the star. 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now you're screwed. I'm missing something. I'm making a mistake somewhere. I actually didn't play much of Baba Is You. I played like the first few levels. I'm playing the music because it's what Bear suggested for background music, because we did Semantle and other Wordle spin-offs, and then we did this, and this game has no music, so. And it has chill puzzle solving vibes. But no, I played Baba Is You back before I made a commitment to get good at puzzle games. So I kind of played a few levels and then like gave up because it was too hard. And since then I made a real attempt to play puzzle games without giving up or using hints. And I've gotten better at them. So I should go back to Baba at some point. But okay, but Snakebird, I've heard of that. What I really want to play on stream next is, I can't remember what it's called. Is it like a Monster's Journey, Monster's Expedition, something like that? A Monster's Expedition, yeah. I really want to play, this on stream. It always looked really nice and peaceful. I guess you just knock over logs and stuff and make bridges and you slowly explore a whole island or something. I do own this. I bought it when it was on sale because it just looks really nice. I love the aesthetic. But anyway, back to this. Yeah, that could be one that you see on here in the future. Snakebird. Let me look up what Snakebird is. I see. Yeah, I've never really looked at Snakebird. So it's like a grid puzzle, but maybe with some gravity? Yeah, you seem to fall down sometimes. If you have nothing holding you up, you fall down, I guess. I could maybe play this at some point. I'll put it on the list. Okay, let's... I feel like I'm very close. I think I'm just making some little mistake somewhere. I've heard sausage roll is really hard, yeah. I don't think Monster's Expedition is hard. I get the impression it's meant to be relatively casual. Okay. I feel my logic is really good about this having to be a thing, but let me go through this again. This is how I do puzzles. I like go over every step of my logic over and over because I can't take the next step unless I'm certain my logic is solid. There is no way to connect this one to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No way to do that. Use 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 spaces between. There's no way to do it. Well, you can't connect to the square like that or like that. And if you do it like this, which is 6, you leave yourself an empty tile here, which is bad. And you do have to use every tile. I've confirmed that. If my logic, if I somehow miscounted and you don't have to use every tile, but no, you definitely do. 1, 2, 3. How many shapes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shapes, which means the number of connections is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 connections. 7 times 4 is 28. And the open squares is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You must use everything. must use everything. Yeah, that's the thing about this game, is that every idea I have that doesn't contribute to solving the puzzle could easily be the idea of a future puzzle. And so you're definitely building up knowledge. You're building up ideas, maybe not knowledge, but yeah. Yes, Para and I played The Witness together, yeah. That was basically what started me on the track of trying to play puzzle games seriously. Because before then, anytime I played a puzzle game, I just gave up and looked at hints. But since we were playing it together, I committed. And since then, I've been better at puzzle games. So, okay. I'm confident in my logic that this doesn't connect to this, and it doesn't connect to this. Could it connect to the star? I still don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because if you do this, there's no way to do these two, right? There's no way. This one would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's a closed loop. So you can't connect to the star like that. And if you connect to the star 1, 2, 3, 4, like this, you are still in trouble, because how do you get these? You can't. You'd have to connect them to each other, which is too few spaces, or you'd have to connect the star to one of them, which is too few. It doesn't work. So I'm really confident in my logic that I cannot connect this to any of those three, so it has to connect here. And if it has to connect here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you can't do it that way, because then this corner is, there's nothing going on. And if you do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the corner is screwed still. You have to go through the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is that. This has to be part of the line. If I'm wrong about this, then I don't know what I did wrong, but this has to be part of the line. And then if you leave this in any direction other than down, you cannot ever get that square. So you have to go down, you have to go here, 1, 2, 3, and from there you can go 4, 5, 6. You can go 4, 5, 6. No, you can't go anywhere. You have to go 4, 5, 6. And then from here you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I doing wrong? I'm missing something. I'm missing something. One of the steps that I said you must do this, you apparently mustn't. You apparently don't must. And I'm very frustrated though, because I feel like I went through it so slowly and I looked at every option and I don't know what I'm missing. And what's really annoying is I probably could have gotten it by now if I just kept trial and erroring things. Let me go through every step of my logic one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You cannot do this. You cannot. You cannot connect this one to this one. Well, I'm sure I'm close. There's probably just one little thing that I'm missing somehow. One little thing where I said, oh, it can only be this way, but actually it can be slightly different. But I'm pretty like, I don't want to look through all the ways these connect again, because it's not going to do it. Okay, what can this one connect to, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't reach the circle. It can reach the square, but if you reach the square with it, you go like 1, 2, 3, nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nope. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if you go anywhere other than down, you're in trouble. So no, that doesn't work. You can't connect it to the square. You can't connect it to the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can do this. One. No, this doesn't work, because then you can't connect this. You can't reach this tile anymore. This one over here. Like, I wanted to try, like, go through everything else. Like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. No, that doesn't work. You can't connect this one to the star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, there's no. What am I doing wrong? Oh my god. You definitely, if you connect it to the square, you're okay. It cannot connect to the circle. It's too far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it connects to the star, you'd have to end over here on the square. But you can't do that. You can't end on the square because how do you get to the square? You'd have to reach it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's only 5. If you do that. If you use this triangle to connect to this star, you cannot get the square because you'd have to go 1, 2. If you do anything other than going down here, you lose this square. But then you can't get this triangle, so that's not it. So you can't connect this triangle to the star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't connect it to this at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The only thing you can connect it to is this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would almost accept this as like an ending, but I can't. Then I miss a square. So I don't know what I'm missing. I still don't want to hint because I'm not looking at the puzzle wrong. I remember the rule. The rule, as far as I know, is connect every shape, and there must be 4 spots between shapes. Definitely. No hints. Maybe 1 or 2 cases where someone had a theory in chat that turned out correct, but even then, not. I don't think so. Nothing major. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is definitely, it's 4 between each shape. The order of the shapes doesn't matter. You can do it anyway, right? Yeah. Is there another way to do this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of works any number of ways, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the second dot is for having 4 between each shape, and that's what we get, even if we do that. Not if we do that. Yeah. It's kind of only one way to do this one. So that has to be it. Okay. What if I just kind of go at random and see what happens? This? Like, it's not like I'm missing something and you can just, like, just make any line. It doesn't even matter how many spaces are between them. No. If you don't start on a line, if you don't start on a shape, what happens? Yeah, you're still good if you don't start on a shape. Oh, that's what I'm missing. You don't have to start on a shape. Okay, cool. And it's interesting how puzzle games work. You can get stuck on an idea and forget that, like, no, that's not it. This is like getting stuck in Fibble when it turns your green into a yellow and you, or what, yeah, you know? It's like I knew I didn't have to start on a shape, but I didn't think about it. But no, you don't have to start on a shape. The only rule is that there must be 4 empty tiles between each shape, but you don't have to start on one. That opens it up, I believe. I assume. Is there any way to do this one like that? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Or no. I don't know if there's a way to do the puzzle though without that. Probably not. Oh, maybe. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, you can't really. You can't really do the puzzle without it, but whatever. You don't have to start on a shape. I'm pretty sure that's just true. You get the second dot if there's 4 spaces between each thing you touch, and you get the first dot for touching all the shapes. You don't have to start on a shape. So, how can I use that to my advantage? Maybe we don't want to use much of this corner at all, actually. So, here, we can... 1, 2... I'm pretty sure that's it. We just don't want to start on a shape. Maybe not end on one. So, what can I do now that I have that as an option? Can I do anything? Actually, with that as an option? No, that doesn't help me at all. That doesn't help me at all because there's an exact number of squares to connect each shape. There are no leftovers. That doesn't help me at all. That's worthless. Because if I used a single thing if I used a single square without it being part of my connection, then I wouldn't have enough squares to do the thing because there's the exact number needed. Oh. I'm pretty sure there's the exact number needed. It can't because there's the exact number that you need. So, nope, not that. So what the hell am I doing wrong then? Because I feel like I've been very thorough looking at the options and then I just don't. Okay. Let's go again. For any victory with a hanging string, you can win by clipping the string. Exactly, so it's pointless, and there is no extra space. There is exactly enough to connect the things and no more. This corner is so tight that solving it must be... This looks correct. Let me follow my logic again. This has to connect here. If you do anything other than taking this square, you're in trouble. Can you... This doesn't work because then you're left with a little bonus square to the side here that you can never fill. Oh, no, wait, you can fill it. I'm so stupid. Okay. I probably have it now. That's where my logic went wrong. I said you can't do this because you end up with a little square, but I forgot that you just continue on to it and then you have it. So this is it. This means all my logic was correct. I was just... It's so dumb because when I did this one, I was like, oh, that leaves this open square. You have to go through it next. But when I did this one, I somehow was like, oh, you can't just leave. You can't leave a little open spot there. But you know, you can. You just go to it next. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, boom. All right, so it was just a case where there was one little stupid mistake that I was making because I just missed a tiny little detail that I knew was not right, but like in my train of logic, I accidentally just drove over it. But most of my logic was still correct, so I was right. The issue was just that I was missing one small little thing that I got a little bit wrong. So I just needed to trust my logic, which is what I did. I kept coming back to, you know, this one has to connect to this one, and from there, boom, you get it. 2 question mark. All right, can I draw more than one line? No, that theory was not correct. Kept going from the left side the wrong direction, going from the triangle to the square. What do you... Never square to triangle. Oh, right. Yeah, because I basically said that the only way to connect, the only connection that seemed possible for these was this loop, basically. Because you could never connect the triangle there, you could never connect it to the star, you could not connect it to this. So I kind of knew that, but it was just always like stuck in a corner, and then there seemed to be no way out. Oh, I see what you mean. Right, because I kept doing this and saying, but then how do you get the square down here? And it's like, right, you could just go there. Yeah, oops. Yeah, that was another silly oversight. Does it count as solved if I leave now? Can I just leave? Yeah, it still counts as solved. Good. I don't have to draw it again. I'm just gonna take a bathroom break really quick, and then we'll continue. I don't have a be right back text in this OBS, so let me add one. Okay. So what we know about question mark levels so far is that they somehow break the rules of the rest of the game. Even more. I mean, the rules for every level are already different from every previous level, but this just breaks the whole rules of the game completely. So the rules of the game that we know are that on each level you have to draw a line on the grid from a start point to an end point, and that you have to fulfill 3 rules which fill up dots, and then you click this arrow to go to the next level, and then at the end you have a final test that you don't get the dots for, and when you beat it you get a star. Those are the rules of the game, and they might not apply on a question mark level. So interestingly enough, I don't usually look ahead on these, but the final thing is going to have just a single square, which is very interesting. All of them are a 3x3 grid with a combination of squares and triangles. There's only a circle on the first one. So let's figure out the rules. Starting in a circle gave me the first dot, ending in a square gives me the second dot. Yes. If you start in the circle and end in the square, you get those. Starting in a circle gives you the first dot. Starting in a circle gives you the first dot. Ending in a square gives you the second dot. Doesn't matter where you started. There's lots of different paths you can take, though. So the question is going to be what the third dot is. You seem to have the third dot automatically unless you break some rule. And going through a triangle seems to lose you the dot. So is it as simple as don't go through triangle? Probably not. Start in circle, end in square, and don't go through triangle. Okay, very easy. Very easy. I'm sure there will be no tricks to this at all. Start in a circle, end in a square, don't go through triangle. Okay. Start in a circle. Oh yeah, and it didn't matter what else you went through, so you go through multiple squares and it was fine, right? Yeah. Start in a circle, end in a square, don't go through triangle. Why are you laughing, Cal? Did... Okay. I haven't gone crazy. The location of the circle is determined by where I moved it on the previous puzzle. I see. Very clever. Yeah, so you knew what was the look on my face. I was just like, you could see I'm the lady in the meme. The numbers were appearing in front of me. I was like, am I going crazy? I could swear that circle was there a moment ago. Okay. Okay. So we get to choose where the circle is. It doesn't seem that bad. Start in a circle, end in a square, so we've put it there. Oh, I guess we can't have the circle on the same spot, huh? Okay, but this doesn't seem that bad. Basically, we want the circle to end up either in the top spot, the top right spot, or the middle spot. Which doesn't seem hard. Okay, if I just don't fill anything in. Oh yeah, then there's no circle anywhere. Because I remember, right, this is so funny that this is the first one that I went through all of them in advance for. And it made me say, that's weird though, there's no circle other than in the first one. Okay, this is a really cool, this is a really cool idea though. So let's just work backwards. I need it in spot top left, top right, or middle. Actually, no, wait, I don't. I can just connect it anywhere. It doesn't have to be next to it. That's a silly idea. It can be anywhere. It can be anywhere, but I have to somehow... Oh, I need it down here. Okay, this should be a really easy one then. I don't want it at the top. I want it down here. So to get it down here, I need it to end there. So I want it on the left here. Oh, okay, this is really easy then. Put it on the left, move it down, move it to the middle, move it there. Okay. I'm okay. Like, this was really easy, which is slightly a letdown for a question mark level. But the concept is cool enough that I'm happy with it. But I am a little bit underwhelmed. But the first question mark one wasn't really hard either. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine that. The first question mark wasn't really hard either. It just needed you to realize the gimmick. This one, it's easier to look through the gimmick, though, if you keep going back through. So I feel most people will get this one. But yeah, if you just did it like a normal level and just did it once and moved on. But I feel like who does that? You always have to go back and keep trying things. But it's a cool concept, so I'm cool with it. All right, level 3. Maybe we'll get some sort of new type of puzzle here. Oh, music keeps pausing due to inactivity. Okay, so for this one, wow, this one is very, I'm colorblind, but this is like peach color. I don't love this color scheme. So we get the second dot no matter what we do. There's no way to not get the second dot. A little bit of the green screen. Yeah, it does that. For whatever reason, when I moved over the... I set everything up in OBS Studio instead of OBS Streamlabs OBS, and the camera zoom. I cannot adjust the zoom to zoom in enough to never get a little bit of the wall. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so you get the second dot no matter what. We don't know why. And the first dot seems to be by avoiding shapes. So we still avoid shapes. Going through shape loses first dot. So we're filling in the entire middle column while avoiding shapes. No. We definitely want to avoid shapes. Here we're filling in the middle column. But I don't know why. Oh, so the second one is for filling in the middle column, or no. Dot number 2 is the one that you get by not touching. No, dot number 1 is for not touching shapes. Dot number 2 is for filling in the middle column. And if we happen to touch a shape while we're doing it, then we lose the first dot. So touching a shape loses us the first dot here. Definitely don't want to touch shapes. This is only level 1 of World 3, so it's probably going to be easy. Don't touch that. Middle column is not good. Middle row is not good. Are we cutting off the circle? Oh, we're making sure that no squares are in an area with circles and vice versa. We need to cut off all of one type of shape from the other type of shape. So we need no circles touching any squares, so we have to do that. And then there. No circles can be touching any squares, so we do this. Perfect. How did you solve this then if you didn't quite understand the rule? Like that? Wait. What? There, this one. Oh, here, like this. Yes. Okay. Is it just this? Yeah. Easy. Cool. Oh, I'm so colorblind. These are a different color. 3-3 is a different color than this thing. This is probably giving me... This is the icon for World 4. And this is the icon for World 5 or something. Supposed to be drawing a line in between circles and squares, like going through a gate. Sort of get what you mean. You just thought, like, between every circle and a square, there must be a line. Well, that's the same... Yeah, slightly greenish. And what's this? Is this peach? Orange? Yeah. Okay. So basically the theme for World 3 is going to be that you don't want to touch shapes. As soon as you touch a shape, you lose the first dot. Touching a shape is bad. Do not touch a shape. All right, well, we've divided them again. Dividing them is good. Still. I'm guessing this is not going to be the answer now. So, what could the other rule be? One circle with one square. Oh, right, these were the same shape, so yeah. Right. In the previous level, it was you need to separate different shapes. This one is going to be no shape can be with another of its own kind. So, yeah. So, only one circle, yeah. Like this. Can I do that? Or no, like this. Or no. Circle. Okay, wait, let me figure this out then. That's good. Circle together with one square. No shape can be with any other of its own kind, I assume. So clearly you need to go here, here, here. Yeah, easy. This is probably gonna get harder though. Okay, we're back to being able to touch shapes. We are not allergic to shapes anymore. So the third dot, who knows? This line doesn't give you the third dot. Top row is really bad for third dot. So to get the third dot, you... Taking a dive down seems to give you the third dot. Patrick's Parabox. I looked at the trailer the other day before we started this. And I could also put it on my list of things to play. Inmost was it was in the most recent itch.io bundle, right? I think it was. So now I own that. So that vastly increases the chance that I will get to that sometime soon. So going across gives you the third dot. Going down gives it to you, but going up... Oh, going up gives it to you. Is it just for having a certain number of things filled in? 3, 4, 5... Not there, though. 1, 2, 3... What is that third dot? Like, you get it for this, but not for this? Like, what? Is it like you can't go down out of a shape? You can't go up or down out of a shape? You have to go left and right out of every shape? No, that doesn't... You don't get it here either. You only get it here if you go down. Oh, this is gonna be a hard one. I don't even... Okay, and the first dot is for starting in a circle. The second dot is for ending in a square. Start in circle, end in square, follows some other rule. Going down, bad. Going down, bad. But curving, very good. Staircase, fantastic. Snickety snake, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, no. Circle to square. Not like that, but like this. What's the goal here? The goal here is to understand the rules of the level. So every level is going to be a bunch of grids with shapes in them, but the rules change on every puzzle. So in one level, the rule could be make a line starting at a circle going to a square. In another level, the rule could be make a line starting from a square going through a circle. In another level, the rule could be make a line that goes through every open space, but do not ever touch a shape. There's just any number of rules like that, and you have to sort of trial and error to figure out what they are. And every time you fulfill a rule, you fill in one of the dots. So when I start from a circle, it fills in dot number 1. When I finish my line in a square, it fills in dot number 2. So that tells me that rule number 1 is start in a circle, rule number 2 is end in a square. But the difficulty is we have the third dot, which is the third rule that we have to fulfill. And we don't fulfill it by drawing a line directly from the circle to the square. But we do fulfill it if we draw a line. We don't fulfill it with this one either. We only fulfill the third dot if we draw a line with this curve in it. Otherwise, it's not good. In this one, if you go from the circle to the square, you don't fill in the third dot. You broke the rule. But depending on how you draw the line, it accepts it, and then sometimes it doesn't. So our goal is to figure out what is the rule. There is some sort of rule that dictates how your line must be drawn, and we have to figure out what it is. So on this one, doing any sort of curve is bad. You don't get your third dot. But going directly is perfect. But on this one, going directly doesn't work. You have to do some weird curves. It could be that you have to fill in... Yes, there are exactly 3 rules, and in a single level, it will always correspond. So while we are in World 3, Level 3, the rules will always be the same. But as soon as we go to World 3, Level 4, they'll be different, because it's a new puzzle. So for everything in this that we're flipping through here, rule number 1, dot number 1, is start in a circle. Rule number 2, the second dot, is end in a square. So if we don't end in a square, we don't get it. But if we do end in a square, we do. But we don't know what rule number 3 is. So I was going to say it's filling in the whole middle row, but you don't have to. It's good if you do, though. But here you don't have to. Maybe it's you have to fill in the majority of the middle row. So like if you fill in 2 of the middle row, here you fill in all of it. Nope, we filled in the majority of it, but it didn't do anything. And then at the end, you get a level like this where you don't have the dots anymore. So it tests everything you've learned. And so you're using these other ones to figure out what the rule is. So you still have to start in a circle, end in a square, and that's good. That's bad. This line is good. This line is bad. This line is good. This line is good. Almost anything is good. Literally the only way you can mess it up is by doing this one. So what's the rule? I was gonna say the rule is never turn right out of a circle, but apparently turning right out of the circle seems... No, it's good here. Could it be never go 2 things in the same direction? No, because we do that here, and it works. Okay, let's look at this one. Start in a circle, end in a square. That gives you Starting in a circle and ending in a square gives you the first 2 dots as usual. That line is good. This line is good. And this is the final puzzle, so we are expected to understand the rules at this point so that we can put a proper solution in. Which I just did by accident without knowing what I was doing, but that doesn't count as really solving it. We completed the level, but we did it by accident. So let's actually figure out what the rule is, because otherwise we'd basically be... You win the game by understanding, not by actually beating the levels. No, it doesn't tell you, but presumably you know it if you've solved the puzzle. I can give you an example of a completed one, just so that you have a little bit of an idea. So, like, if we go back to this one, for example, World 2, Level 2. Filling in 2 circles was good. Filling in 2 stars was good. Filling in 3 circles was good. This one, though, filled in 2 triangles and 2 squares. And so the rule for this one was draw a line through whichever shape has the most. So it wasn't always the same shape, because here there were circles with the most. Here there were squares with the most. But the rule was draw a line that goes through all of the shape that has the most of them, but none others. And on the final one, it really tested you with the hard one. These shapes were all tied for having 2, so we had to go through all of them. That's just one example. Oh no, that's not what I meant to... Right, we're not there yet. So we're trying to figure out the rule that dictates how the line must be drawn. The fact that this one just goes straight is really... One of the previous rules was that your line had to be like 5 squares total, but that's not it here, because this one has 5 and it doesn't do it. Is it just that you have to go through the middle? Like, could it be that simple? Just go through the middle and your line is good? I think you just have to go through the middle. Nope. That doesn't make any sense for this one either. Start in a circle, end in a square. Could it somehow involve... Okay, wait, I might have something. The line that you make needs to have open space on both sides of it. So, like, if I do this, there's an open space under the line, but there's nothing on top of it. You need to create at least 2 open areas. So you've created an open area of 3 and an open area of 1. If you do this, you don't create 2 open areas. This creates 2 open areas. This doesn't. This doesn't. This does. Anything creates 2 open areas here, unless you do this. This wouldn't, see? So you don't get the 3rd dot. All right, I think I've got it. So this creates only 1 open area. This creates only 1. This creates 2. I think I've got it. So what was the answer I did? I did this, which created 2 open areas. Yeah. Whereas this creates only 1 of them. This creates only 1. I don't know if there's even another way to create 2 other than the one that I found, but I'm pretty sure that's the rule. So I'm just gonna move on, really. Oh, this creates 2 open areas now, like that. See? No, you just have to start in a circle and end in a square. But I think to get this one, you have to... Oh, no, you don't. You could do this. Yeah. Cool. Create 2 open areas was the rule. Moving on. I'm not surprised people have heard of Pedal Crash. I mean, I feel like we're in a territory for people who like niche games here. We're like a mix of Spy Party and Monster Train. Both, you know, games that involve thinking. I mean, I know the Necrodancer community seems to have gone into Pedal Crash, because that's how I learned about it, because I saw that, what's his name? Spoody was streaming it, because I follow him on Twitch. And then I think I told Para about it. I said, hey, have you seen this game that Spoody is streaming? So now Para's into it, I guess. I don't think it's my type of game, but yeah. So I'm not surprised that there's sort of overlap. We play niche games that involve a lot of thinking, basically. So, the first one on each level gives you a guideline, gives you one line that you can draw, but it's usually not the only line. So... Interestingly enough, it doesn't matter if you start in the star. It's not... It's not like starting in the star gives you a dot. Or ending in it. As long as you pass through a star, you get... Okay. Passing through a triangle loses you the second dot. Draw? Did I say draw? Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, one of those things where your brain says the wrong word because you just heard it. As long as you go through the stars, you're good, and you just want to not touch triangle. Touching triangle loses you the middle dot. And then touching both stars gives you the first dot. And we don't know what the third dot is, because you seem to get the third dot no matter what at the moment. I can't lose the third dot. Oh, I can if I touch both stars and the triangle, I lose the third dot. But not if I go directly. Maybe you lose the dot if you touch 3 shapes in a row. That would be a weird rule. We'll figure out more though. So what did I want to do? Touch all the stars, but not the triangle? It works here. Oh, no, not if you draw like that though. Is there like, maybe you want to stay far away from the triangle as possible? Can that be a rule? Stay as far away from the triangle as possible? No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't work. No. 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 It only works if you stay along the edge. Do you want to put the triangle in an area that has exactly 4 squares? Could be it. That could be it. For dot 3? No, it doesn't work here though, because you've put the triangle in a thing. Let me try it though again. Because it... Huh. So what were our rules? Avoid triangles was rule number 2. You do not get the second dot if you touch a triangle, right? So There. Oops. Yeah, don't touch a triangle is rule number 2. Rule number 1 is get all the stars, right? Rule number 1 is get all the stars. If you don't get all the stars, you don't get dot number 1. If you just get 1 star, yeah. Get all the stars, don't touch triangles, and fulfill some third thing that we do not know. So somehow, if you just draw a line through just star and triangle, you actually still fulfill the third thing, whatever it is. But as soon as you go anywhere else, you lose it. You get it like this, or like that. It's so weird how you can just keep that third dot, even when you're fucking up by going through a triangle. Keep it here. I mean, this one is probably going to be the biggest hint because there's only one valid way to do it. Is it about the distance between? No, the fact that you can get the third dot just with this little nothing line. That's what I don't understand. Can you get the third dot? Nah, there's like no way to get the third dot on this one. Oh, you can get it here. You get it here. You can get it there too. That's good. Is this good? This is good. Is it for having 1 turn? No, this is 2 turns. Can you have 2 turns in your line and get it? Yes. What if you have a 3rd turn? You still have it. Now you've lost it. This gives you the 3rd dot. This doesn't. This does. But this doesn't. No, this still does. What? This doesn't, though. So once you fill in every tile, you lose it. But otherwise, you have it? This is going to be a hard one. Connect all the stars. Oof. Still have the 3rd dot like that. Now I've lost it. Still have it. Now you've lost it. Still have it. Still have it. But as soon as I touch the star, I lose it. No, I still have it. What is this 3rd dot? What the hell? There aren't even that many ways to connect the stars without touching a triangle here, right? So, like, hold on. If I go out to the right, go out to the left, no. Go through the middle, no. Nothing that involves going through the middle seems to work. So if I go to the right and continue, it's good. Left and continue is good. And if I do that, it's bad. If I do that, it's bad. So the only way to get it is to... Oh, it's to make a loop around the edge like this. So it's like... This leaves the triangles in a very big open spot for them. But I don't... I mean, the triangles have a lot of breathing room in all of these correct solutions. They have a lot of breathing room. But what's weird is that you still get the dot even if you make stupid lines that go through the triangle. That's what's weird. Could it be that each triangle needs a certain amount of open spaces next to it? So this one has 3 open spaces next to it, but now it has only 2. Now it has only 2. Spaces next to it. What if the triangle needs 3 spaces next to it that are the same status of either filled in or not? So like this one has 3 filled in spaces next to it, so it's good. Now it doesn't. This one has 3 filled in spaces next to it. 3 filled in spaces, 4 filled in spaces, no good. Now it has 3 empty spaces next to it, but now it has 2 and 2. It's still good. Could include itself, maybe, but I don't think that's it. No, because this is 3 with itself. I don't... The triangles seem to like being in a big open space. I would say all triangles need to have a path to each other, but that's not it. Because if so, then this would be valid, and it's not. Here they don't, there's no way to have all of these triangles have a way to contact each other. Though again, there aren't, oh wait, there is. I mean, we have a rule that works, except it doesn't work for the ones that have only one triangle, which is what makes it weird. Like, the solution to this one seems to only allow you to do it if all triangles are together. And it's the same for this one. Like, if you block any triangles from each other, you're done. So the only solution is this. The only thing that's weird is when there's only one triangle that should just always be valid. So, like, that's not valid. That's not valid. It's weird that when you draw through a triangle, it still somehow accepts it sometimes. Like, this accepts it somehow. So if the rule was all triangles have to be together, like, I don't see why that, like, that's okay, this isn't. Maybe the triangles, as soon as they touch a star, it doesn't work anymore? That's so weird, though. So, like, can I... How do I make them all together? Do I have to do that? But I haven't solved this. Because the rule isn't that all triangles have to have a path between them. That's I've only half solved this. And yet clearly it works. It's like the paths to the triangles are similar to those of the stars. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, that it's like from each triangle you have to be able, they can't just be in an open space together, they have to have some path that can connect them. So I sort of see what you mean. No, I'm not moving on until I understand. The game is called Understand because you really only win if you understand. Could it be that the open space containing all triangles must... Here, this is 5, this is 4. This is 5, this is 4. No, I was gonna say it must be like the same number minus 1, but that's absolutely not it. I was gonna say it must be that they can make a square, but no. Yeah, the ones with one triangle are why I don't understand it. And I don't want to move on until I understand. No, you shouldn't say it. Even though we have the answer, you should not tell me, assuming you definitely know it. If you just have a theory, but if you're sure you're right, you shouldn't say it. So let's go back. If we do this, we fulfill the rule. The third dot lights up when you've fulfilled the rule, and we fulfilled it there, but not there. Yes, here. The triangles must all be able to touch each other, and they also must... But the thing is, like, here, are all the triangles touching each other? Yes. So, like, look, this line is good. The middle dot is for not touching a triangle, and the first dot is for touching all stars. And the rules for what a dot needs changes on every level, so our goal is to figure out what those rules are. This is fine for the third dot. That's fine for the third dot. It's fine to go through all the triangles, but then as soon as we like enclose, as soon as we do that, we suddenly have a problem. Could it be that you don't want to leave any open space that is not the star area or the triangle area? Something like that? Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's that. You want to have one solid chunk of filled in squares and one solid chunk of not filled in squares. And the filled in has to have triangles, and the not filled in has to have all the triangle. No. The rules are all independent. So, rule number 1, touch all stars. Rule number 3, don't touch triangles. Rule number 3, divide the grid into filled in and not filled in. And all of the filled in has to have only one shape in it, and all of the not filled in has to have one shape. Something like that. You know where I'm going with this. So, like, if I did this, all the triangles are filled in, but I've created more than just one filled in section and one unfilled in. I've created 3 unfilled in sections. Whereas now if I do this... Okay, that's it. The third rule is really simple. It's just divide the grid so that there's one island of not filled in squares and one island of filled in squares. That's it. It doesn't matter if that has triangles in it or not. Triangle is only for rule number 2. So you just need to create 2 solid chunks. Anything that doesn't create only 2 chunks is bad. Our music stopped again. Let's go back to the start. Okay, think that's it, yeah. And that's why this is bad, but this is good. So, yeah, see, this makes 2 chunks. And, yeah, no, I think I got it now. I don't think there's anything else that I'm missing, really. Is there a way to solve any of these later ones that somehow breaks Rule 3? Yeah, exactly. Basically, it's designed to make your brain explode. Not more than Fibble. Fibble is literally the worst for your brain. Fibble is a Wordle variant where one square on each row lies to you. So it just tells you a letter is green, even if it's gray, or vice versa. Yeah, I think that's basically it. Is there a way that you could somehow do this without that? What if 4 triangles are connected, but the shade doesn't touch the edge? Where, though? Like, I don't really know how to do that, but I'm pretty sure I know the rule. It's just I don't know if there's any way to solve empty star region surrounds filled in region. What do you mean? Oh. Like if you... No, but you have to touch every star, so you can't have an empty star region. Like if you did... See, if you did this, though, you still fill in number 3. Yeah, you have to get every star. That's how you get the first dot. The weird thing is, I don't know if there's a way to solve some of these last few where you have all triangles together, but also have an extra open spot somewhere. I don't know if you can do that. Like, you probably can't. It goes both ways. Maybe on the last one you could do it if you did like... No, not really. Oh, here, what if I do this? This would not work. See, because I've created an extra little island at the top right. So I feel like they didn't design this one perfectly because you can sort of not realize that third one and just get it anyway. I feel like I'm probably not the only one to have that happen to them. Okay, 3-5. 4 different rules to fulfill this time. And it always gives you a first line on the first one. So if you start your line in the circle, but you don't connect to the other circle, you fill in everything except the last one. So it looks like starting your line in a circle is rule number 1, because it fills in the first dot whenever we start our line from the circle. And then ending in a circle fills in the second dot. So the rule is start in a circle, end in a circle. As soon as you pass by a square, you lose the third dot. So the rule is start in a circle, end in a circle, don't pass a square. And then you also have the 4th dot, which we don't know. We don't know how we fulfill that rule yet. Start in a circle gives you the first dot. End in a circle gives you the second dot. As soon as you touch a square, you lose the third dot. Start in a circle, end in a circle, don't touch a square. And then there's the 4th dot, which we don't understand. Is it just don't let a square touch any other square? I feel like it could be that. Don't let a square touch another square. It's gonna be kind of hard to do here. Oh no, it's like this. Okay. Yeah, it seems pretty easy. There's no squares here. This is a weird one. Why would they give you this one? That's so strange. Start in a circle, end in a circle, don't let any square touch any other square. Can you box them in like that? Yeah. Start in a circle, end in a circle, don't let a square touch any other square. So like this. This level was so easy, and I don't understand what they were going for with this one. Because, like, I don't understand it. It's just so easy, and what was the point of this level? Yeah, rest period, I guess. It's just so easy, and this one is so weird. Maybe they're going to do a similar thing now, but harder. Yeah, look at this level. This level is also going to be a bunch of circles and squares, but it will have a different rule. Every level has a different rule. So, starting in a circle gives us the first dot. Ending in a circle gives us the second dot. I am. Anyone can feel free to join the voice chat if they want to play along, but not if you already know the answer. Find a room full of ammo and health. You know what's coming is going to be hard. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this one is going to be a lot harder because it seems to be using a similar thing. You lose the third dot if you touch a square. So start in a circle, end in a circle, don't touch squares. Make sure each square has one other square with it, maybe, is the answer for this one? No. Yeah, this one's going to be harder, obviously. Is there a way to have a square have literally nothing around it? Yeah, like this, but that's not it. Oh, if you just want a square to be with one other square, then yeah, that's really easy. If you want each square to be with one other square, you just do that. So the rule is not... Okay, the rule is not each square needs to be with one other square. The rule is make a line going from a circle to a circle without touching any squares, but any shape that is not part of your line needs to be with one other thing of its own kind, whether it's a circle or a square. Which makes this impossible. Because there's no way to have the square be with one other square. Here, you could always have two together, two together, two together, two together, two together. Oh, okay. Make a line starting from a circle, ending in a circle, and any shapes that are not in the line must be with one other shape. Doesn't have to be a shape of its own kind, just has to be with one other shape. Now I'm pretty sure I have it. So start in a circle, end in a circle. And does this work? Can you just... No, you can't do that because... Oh, because you can't go through a square. Right. It's like, So start in a circle, end in a circle, and don't go through squares. And any shape that is not in your line must be together with one other shape of any kind. So let's do this. Let's box in these. Yes, got it. And this is the final one, testing us on everything we've learned. Shouldn't be too hard. One of the squares has to be together with a circle. In fact, they probably all have to be together with a circle. So like Here, let's do this. This. Wait. Here, like this. What did I do wrong? Have I misunderstood something? I started in a circle, I ended in a circle, I didn't pass through any squares, and every shape not in my line is together with one other shape. Huh. Apparently I have not understood. Which is strange, because I really thought I did. What if I do it this way instead? Let's do some testing. So that's not good because the shapes that are left out are alone. That's also not good. This isn't good either, actually. Wow. So this was good. It left 2 shapes. This also leaves 2 shapes out, but it's bad. Oh, okay. This does fulfill thing number 4, which would make sense. There's 2 shapes alone. Connecting the 2nd and 4th only. Oh, here, let's see. 2nd and 4th. No, it does not work. Like this. I mean, it seems like you need a pair together no matter what you do. But apparently that's not it. This works. It leaves a pair together. So does that. So does... That doesn't have a pair together, though, so it doesn't work. This has a pair together, though, and it's bad. Maybe the pair that are together can't be touching. That's probably it. They just can't be touching. So... No, but that's going to be really hard. How can I have this square alone with something that it doesn't touch? It's right next to 4 things. This obviously doesn't do it. Maybe you just have to have an even number of things together? No. Wow, I can't tell if I'm missing some like tiny little execution issue or if it's just that I just don't understand the rule. Let's keep messing with it. So those 2 are together, which is bad. No, it's not about if they're next to each other. It's these 2. Okay. This works. The 2 that are left over are in a space where they can touch each other. Same like that. Same like that. Same like that. Not like this, though. Oh, wait. I think it might just be that you can't have any extra islands left over. That's probably it. You have to still divide. If you have an island, like if you have an unfilled in clump, it has to have 2 shapes in it. That's the answer. And that's what I did wrong here because I didn't fill in everything. So it's like this, but you just have to fill in every single square so that you don't have extra spaces. No? I was sure I had it. I was sure that was gonna be it. You want me to fill in the 2nd and 4th? Nah, that doesn't give it to you because you need 2 things. You have to have pairs of 2, clearly. That's the answer that you thought when you said oh? I really thought it was like wow. That really looks like it should be it. Oh, wait, did I not end on a circle? No, I did. I might have just not ended on a circle there. That's probably it. I think I just didn't end on a circle or something. Silly mistake. We have it. We have it. Yeah, I just didn't end on a circle. I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. How do I end on a circle, though? So close. Oh, wait, here. This still works. There we go. I don't have to fill in every square. I just have to make sure that the island doesn't connect to anywhere else. This island is fine. It still has only 2 things in it. So, okay, cool. Yeah, it would have been really weird if we were wrong about that. It was silly execution errors and forgetting little details. 3-7. Okay, we'll do this one in just 1 minute. All right, let's do... We probably shouldn't go too much longer because it's late, but let's do maybe another level or 2. World 3 has been so easy. This is the easiest level so far by quite a bit, I would say, honestly. Nothing has really gotten me stuck here. And if it did, I kind of figured it out quick. Oh my god, 5 dots. I think this is the first time there's ever been 5 dots. So... starting in a circle gives you the first dot. Ending in a square gives you the second dot. Passing a triangle doesn't... Passing a triangle loses you dot 3 or 4, but I don't know which. Passing a triangle loses you maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't think we'll be able to get all of it from just this first screen. That last dot you seem to get... I don't even know. What decides if you get the last dot or not? You get it for this, but you don't get it for this. Or this. It's very weird. Is it for dividing the arena into 2? Even number of open and closed tiles? Yeah, that's even or equal. If you have an equal number of open and closed tiles and you've divided it into just that, you seem to get the last dot. Because we only get the last dot when we fill in 3, and we only do it when when it creates an equal number. So yeah, I think that's it. That's what I was about to say as well. So that's the last dot. Dot 3 or 4 is probably lost by passing through triangles, but I'm not certain about that. But I don't know how to differentiate between 3 and 4, because we seem to lose both of them when we go through a triangle, and otherwise we get them. So it's kind of weird, but it could be something about don't pass through triangles, and also make sure all triangles are like together with no other shape but triangle, something like that, you know? So let's move on. Circle to square, triangle must be alone with no other triangles with it. There, see, we lost out on dot 4. If triangle is with another triangle, we lose out on dot 4. So triangles need to be solo on an island. And all islands, so it's not that you have to divide it into 2. You can divide it into 3, but since they all have 3 squares, you get the last thing. So they all have to have an equal number, don't pass any triangles, and have one triangle must always be alone by itself. So if we do, what is it? Start in a circle, end in a square. So if we do this, we don't get the last thing because we created an island of 6, 3, and 3, which is bad. But the triangles are alone. So even this has triangles alone and did not pass through a triangle. This one passes through a triangle though. But no triangle is touching any other triangle. So I think we know the rules, we just have to do it. Okay, we need to divide this into 3 equal things, so there has to be 4 in each thing. But how do you... Oh, like this. Yes. 4, 4, 4. Triangles are alone. Don't touch a triangle. Okay, easy. This also needs to be 4, 4, and 4, right? So... like... So dot number 4 is not fulfilled somehow. I thought dot number 4 was that a triangle must be alone. And the triangle is alone. There's no way to divide this into 4, 4, and 4 other than... and have the circle reach the square other than this. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2... Wait. 5, 6. 1, 2, 3... Oh, 6 and 6. I'm so silly. It does not have to be 4, 4, and 4. Okay. Easy. We got this still. One second. I was cold. Okay, so should be simple. Circle must connect to square. What do we have here? 5, 5, and 5. Is that just this? Yeah, easy. Circle must connect to square, but now we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy. Circle connects to square. 1, 2, we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. World 3 is so easy. Wow. Oh my god. All right, we don't have much left, but we have to do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 times 9. I am absolutely opening up my calculator for this. 8 times 9 is 72. Yeah, well, I'm glad it's spring, so, but yeah, it's been like, yeah, no need for heat at all during the day, and now suddenly I'm like, actually, it's kind of cold. So 72 divided by 3 is 24. This probably isn't that hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Actually, wait, let's make the 24 here. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I just... This is just annoying. I don't... Fine. 24. What if I... Okay, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21... No, let's not go all the way there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22... I just want to... Okay, here. 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. I'm trying to like make something like this so that I can just count out the right number to give everyone what they want, but it's hard. Let's just try to give you 16 here, and then you just need 8 more. So like, that, 16, and you want 8 more. Let's give you those 8 like there. Does this work? No, that's obviously going to be way too much. What if I just go directly down like that? You have 16, giving you 8 more. That's not going to do it at all. That's too much now. Yeah. Sometimes you just know all the rules and then you just have to do an old-fashioned puzzle, which is what we're doing here, basically. What if I... 1, 2, 3, 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24. But we need 28, we said. So 24 plus those 4? No. 24. I want to give you 24 and then like 4 more. Like, oh no, that doesn't work at all. And I'm getting tired, but no, this is fine. I can do this. Is there, rather than just doing trial and error, can I... The triangles need to be cut off from each other, so you need to make some sort of line does like this, but it has to touch the bottom and then it has to touch the top, you know? Can I do... What if we just did this? Can we modify this? Oop, nah, no, stop. I thought it was 3 sets of 28. Oh, crap, it is 3 sets of 24, okay. Oh, in that case, it's... Okay, then we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is fine for that one. So we just need to also... The problem is... Okay, wait. This is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 plus 6 is 22. Okay, what if I do that and then give... I had it? How did I have it? What did I have? I feel like I'm close either way. Like, this is how we divide that one, and then we give it this 16, and we just need to give it 8 more. I don't know. What did I have? It's not this. This doesn't do it, I'm pretty sure. Or does it? Oh, it does? I've miscounted then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this was 9. This is 18. I thought that this was 8 times 2 for 16, and so this only added 6. But yeah, I forgot that the columns have 9. Okay, well, thanks then. I did have it. Okay, and now we just do that one more time. So triangles, we need 3 segments of triangle, 3 triangles solo, and then a segment filled in. So we need to divide this into 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 times 8 divided by 4, which is probably just 12 times 4, right? Divided by 4, or no, 12 times 2, whatever. So it's still 24 per thing. Let me just double check this before I go all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12 times 8 is 96. 96 divided by 4 is 24. If you're saying there's a 32 somewhere, you must prove it to me, because I think this is, yeah, 24 times 4. Okay. So, can I just... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to make that. So I need to do this, basically. This seems okay here. And then this thing wants 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, can I just do this? And then basically then, wait, no, I've done something. Hold on. If I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, basically I just want this, but I want to also, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It just doesn't need that. There we go. Okay, that was actually, yeah, that was a lot easier than it could have been. All right, well, we'll see if we can push through to the end of World 3, I guess. Until I just get too tired. Okay. This one is solved by making a line that is not a line. It works there as well. Touching a circle gives you lines 2 and 3. Touching a square gives you this one. So maybe... touching a square loses you... No, touching a square doesn't change anything. Yeah, this one... I don't know where this one is going. As soon as you touch a shape, you lose the first dot. But dots 2 and 3... A circle can be with a square, that's fine. I think each circle must be with one square. One circle has to be together with one square to get the third dot, I guess? But then why can you have a circle on its own? That's what's really weird. but let's keep going. This is good. This is bad. This is good. Anytime you touch a shape, you lose the first dot. Square on its own and circle on its own both fill in the other 2 dots. A square being with a circle loses you the 3rd dot here, but it's fine here. Maybe you can't have an even number in all of them, so if you've created 2 islands and they both have the same number of shapes, it's bad. Like here, we've created 2 islands and they both have 1 shape, so it's bad. We miss out on the 3rd dot. You miss out on the 3rd dot when you have the same number of shapes in your islands. And so the 2nd dot, how do you miss out on the 2nd dot is the question. The 2nd dot is okay here, but it's not okay here. Let's just move on and figure it out. So you get the 1st dot by not touching a shape. As soon as you touch a shape, you're bad. Both of my islands have 2 shapes, but I don't have the 3rd dot. So that theory was wrong. Circle on its own is good. Square on its own, bad. Could it be that circles must not outnumber squares in any island? Squares can outnumber circles, clearly. There's no way to make circles outnumber squares anywhere else, but we seem to always get the 2nd dot in these anyway, so... But as soon as circles outnumber squares, you don't get the 2nd dot. But you don't even get it here, so... This is gonna be a tough one. Yep. You get the 3rd dot right now. This island is perfectly okay. So is this one, so is this one. As soon as you start dividing things, you lose it, though. This gets you dots 2 and 3. It just goes through a shape, which is bad. The camera issue was just, I think my computer has a USB port issue. Some days the USB ports just act up and they randomly disconnect for a second or 2. And if that disconnect happens while OBS is open, it can't ever reconnect. So I think that's it. Circles need to be separate from other circles. Yeah, that's probably it. Whenever I have issues with that, I just disconnect 1 or 2 of my USB things and hope it gets better. And it has been better for now, so... but I should probably look into a long-term fix, because yeah. Yeah, you think circles need to be separate from other circles? That's not a bad guess. Is that for the 2nd dot? Yeah, we get the 2nd dot when circles are separate from each other, basically. So yes, that seems okay. Circles must be separate from other circles. So then what's the rule for squares? Yeah, we got the 2nd dot here because circles are separate from circles. There's no way to have circles together, so we always get the 2nd dot no matter what we do in this thing. Okay, I like that. Good idea. Circles separate from circles. And so for the 3rd dot, then that's the one we're still unsure about. We theorized you might need an uneven number of shapes, because you don't get it here when it's even, but you get it when it's uneven. But it didn't work. All squares must stay together, but all circles cannot. Could be. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a pretty fair assumption to make. Let's try it. I don't think we can have all squares together here, actually. We need to divide circles from each other. No. No, this is very bad. So our theory for dot 2 was just make sure circles don't touch. But circles are not touching here. Okay, we do have dot 2 like that. Okay, so the circles aren't touching gives us dot 2. But maybe this rule for squares is that a square must be with at least one other shape. Oh. No, this is weird. This lost us both of the dots, even though the circles aren't touching each other. So this line is perfect, but if you just make one little bump there, you lose everything. Which is very strange. What if you do it this way? Now it's fine. So we're brainstorming with like needing to be together with one other shape. Each section needs a circle and a various number of squares. Here there's only one square though in this thing. Here there's 2. Where's my ban button? This one had 2 squares together with a circle, and it was good. But the rule can't be that circles need to be apart from each other, because this has them apart from each other, but it's not good. That's kind of weird. This has the circles apart from each other, and it also just doesn't get you anything. Wow. This has the circles apart from each other, and it's great. Doesn't even fully reach a wall. Yeah, but usually each dot is independent. So if the dot's rule is circles not touching other circles, then it's gonna light up even if you've broken some other rule, you know what I mean? So I don't think that would be it. It's not like a rule is ever, oh, if you fulfill this rule and also fulfill rule 3, you get rule 2. That would be weird. This divides the circles from each other. All sections contain a circle. Oh, so if each section... If there's a section without a circle in it, it wouldn't count, is what you're saying? Right, because when I did this, I've made a section without a circle. No, but this one... Oh, this has a section without a circle, because it has the square alone. Okay, no, you were right then. All sections must contain a circle. So all sections, all islands must contain a circle is the rule for that. So when we do just filling the straight line through the middle, let's see, that shouldn't work. No, it doesn't. Because there's a section with 2 circles. But as soon as you do this, all sections have a circle. But as soon as you do this, not all sections have a circle anymore. Okay, so then that makes sense. All sections must have a circle. But we don't quite know the square rule. It must contain 1 circle. And then what's up with the squares? 2 squares in this one is okay. 2 squares in this one is fine. Can we test that even more somehow? I don't know. I feel like it's hard to do much else with this one. This doesn't work for the squares because they're all with just 1 circle. It's exactly 1 circle per island. If an island has no circles, it's bad. And if it has 2 circles, it's bad. But the squares are where things get weird. So here we have 2 squares. So the circle thing is dot number 2, right? The circle thing is dot number 2. So dot number 3 is what we need to figure out now. And dot number 3 seems to involve the squares. So we lose dot number 3 if we divide the squares. We lose it if the squares are on their own. But if there's 2 squares with a circle, we have it. Maybe each square needs a circle? Maybe you just can't have a square that does... Every square needs a circle with it. At least. It can have more squares, but every square needs to be with 1 circle. It's kind of a silly rule, but what if I did this? No, we don't have dot number 3, even though each square has a circle. Let's move on. We might be able to figure it out more here. So, to get the second one, every island needs to have a circle, which it does if we do this. Okay. Every island needs a circle. So now we've made an island up top with no circle, so it's bad. The number of spaces between each square to the circle? I don't think so, because this is very asymmetrical. This square is much farther from the circle. It could be that there just needs to be 1 space between each shape. No, that's not what's happening here. It could be that there needs to be the same amount of spaces between each shape in an island with a square. We're getting a little bit convoluted, but let's test it. Because these all have 1 between them. These all have 1 between them. These have 2 between them. If there is a square in the island, you need the same amount of spots between each shape. That would be a valid rule for this. This square has an island, and there's 1 spot between each shape in the island. Different islands can have the same number, can't have the same number of squares. Yeah, that's another way of doing it. That could be it. Oh yeah, that's why we had an idea about the same number in each thing, right? Because in this one, yeah, exactly. Shapes are equal distance from each other was my idea, but I think Duck's idea is better. Islands cannot have the same number of squares is probably the better idea here. So now it's just a matter of testing it. What's next? We have 2 more. Oh god, this last one's gonna be tough. So... one circle in each island. No, there's a top island with no circle there. I can do this, though. This would fulfill the rules. There's 1 circle in each island, and the islands all have a different number of squares from each other. Nice. Now, we have one with 0. Maybe you could have 2, 1, and 1, as long as they're not all the same. We don't really know that, but Is there any way I could test for that? Probably not, and I'm not gonna bother. So each island must have a circle and a different number of... This is kind of tough to do, actually. How do you... Oh, do you just do this? They have the same number of squares, but if I do... I think we want one with 3, one with 1, and one with 0? Or... What about that? Yes. Each island has a circle, and each island has a different number of squares. Cool. Duck solved this one. Okay, I'm tired. I should stop after this one because I'm just like, I don't want to do this. Okay, we need at least 4 islands because the circles need to be alone. Each island needs a circle. And then from there, how do I, how do I even begin to solve this? Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. There's 8 squares. So we would want an island with like 4, 3, 1, none. There's probably there's probably various ways you could do it. So I think we just have to start trial and erroring. So here we've made one with 2 squares. I don't like that. Let's make one with 3 squares. Now we've made one here. Oh, we probably have to start here. Yeah, you need to fill this in because otherwise these circles would be together. So you have to start your line here, basically. 3. No, this is 2. This one has 3 now, but you can't keep going. So that's kind of an issue. Is there any way I can do... No. You also kind of have to have your line going through here, right? Like, there's no way to have these two separate from each other if you don't fill in your line here. I'm pretty sure about that, right? 1, 2, 4, 0? Yeah. No, there's 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 total, so it would be 4, 3, 1, 0. In fact, does it have to be 4, 3, 1, 0 in that case? I think it has to be. 0, 1... Yeah, it has to be 4, 3, 1, 0 probably. Yeah, I think so. Could also be 5, 2, 1, 0 actually. But you definitely need a line going through here, and you need a line going through here. There's no... You need both of those, right? Because if you don't fill in both of those lines, you're in trouble. So you have to do that. So you have to start here. You could make this an island of 4, maybe, and then you... Oh no, you would need 5, we said. I don't think you can do 5. 4, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 0, maybe. 4... 3. Oh, I don't have a circle in the top left one here. Never mind. What if I... Can I go through like that? No, no, that doesn't work. This is an issue. I can't divide like that because then these two will be together. So I kind of have to go down from here. I feel like it's sort of helping teach us how to fill it in because I have to start here and then I kind of have to go down through these. Somehow, I have to go down. If I leave that for later and go somewhere else, then no, I can cut it off last, actually. This could be it. Something like this. Yeah, can I do that? Can I go through here and then, what did I do? Something like this? Now I have 2 of them with 1. Can I change that somehow? Can I do... This could be close though. The issue is we have the one in the middle with 1. Can I change it? I think the answer is no. If I do this... No, now I'm in trouble. But I do like the idea of looping around and then coming here at the end. That could be good. So like this is my thing with 1, and then this becomes my thing with 2 squares in the bottom right. 1 square in the middle, 2 in the bottom right, and then maybe I do this. Here, wait. No, I can't quite do. Darn it. I wanted to do something like this. This doesn't work though. This feels so close, but these circles touch. I feel like if you want to do this properly, then this circle, it's cut off from this one at the bottom, but if you want it cut off from this one, then somewhere before you reach this circle, you have to go all the way to the top. You know what I mean? At some point, you have to go up. Because if you don't, you either have to go up or you have to go to the wall. But if you go to the wall like this, you can never separate these 2. Unless you go down, go to the wall, and then separate those 2. Go down. No. Nah. I might be getting somewhere. Have I gotten somewhere? No, because I have 2, 2, 2, 2. That's bad. That's horrible. Can I change this at all? Oh? No. If you ever loop around to the left here, then you can't really make a good division in the middle, you know? Because, yeah, then that gets stuck alone. What if I do it like that? I go down. Now I do this, and then can I, like, no. What if I start by going down? No, I'm just doing trial and error. What if it's, no, that's bad, because I have 2 of them with 1. I'm sure I'll get this. It's just gonna take a little bit of work. I mean, it's good that we know our ending point at least, or our starting point. It just sucks that there's so many squares around the edges, because it kind of forces you to, no matter what you do, you always end up with a big island on the outside. Like, somewhere between all of the circles, like between these 2, you have to block them by going up to the wall, up to the ceiling, or by going to the left wall. That's the only way to cut those off. Oh, I like this as a start, maybe. 4, 0. Oh, right. These always have to be together. 2, 2. What if we make the one with 4 at the bottom? And then we make this one with 1. This one with none, and this one with 3. Did I just get it? Haha, cool. Okay. That was a cool one though. I liked this puzzle. I liked trying to figure it out, so it was cool. It's pretty simple in the end, right? You just make a square there, these all being together. I wonder if there's more than one solution, honestly. That was cool. I guess I should call that a stopping point. I think I should probably call that a stopping point because it's getting late and I was already kind of tired